So next job now is I'm going to head over to the header and have a crack. Well, I'm going to take the tie rod out and bring it back over here and set that up with the right length of what it's at. Obviously I've got the old piece there, so I'll just measure everything and make it all the same. Then yeah, we've got the new hub there, or the stub. But yeah, as I was saying, I might re-weld that there, because yeah, as you can see, it's got a little hairline crack right in the corner there, so we'll do that. Hopefully I've got the nut and everything too. I'm pretty sure I kept it in the washer, hopefully. So yeah, we'll go over now and pull that tie rod off. Hopefully I've got the tools that I need. I need to put my toolbox back on my ute, so I can have some tools in the ute instead of having to come back to the shed all the time. But yeah, we'll get it on the back before harvest. So yeah, I'll head over there and we'll see how we go. So here we are at the crash site. Yeah, still sitting here where it's been for the last week and a half, 2 weeks. So plan is I'm going to whip that out and knock that tie rod out, but I wasn't planning on I didn't think very well there because that's inside. I was hoping to get a rattle gun on it, but I might be able to get a something in there at any rate. I've got a socket set there, so I'll have a go at ripping that off, and then I'll be able to take this back and measure the centers. From the center of that pin to the center of the new one, the old one, and then I'll work it out and I'll make up put the new tie rod ends in, or the ball joints, and then we'll yeah, see, that's the other side. It doesn't look as bad, but we'll go and fit the stub in, yeah, and I'll put new bearings in the hub and seals and everything, and then we'll grease her up and see if it'll work. It should. Well, I had to go find a spanner. I tried a shifter, that didn't work. So yeah, I had to go find a spanner. Yeah, and see, when you're knocking those tapered, they got like a taper on it, taper lock sort of job. You're best just bashing the outside of the housing there. You always worry about cracking the housing, but you know, I've never cracked one. I've seen blokes. I had one in my truck there last year, and we were absolutely flogging into it with, yeah, it was the drag link on the steering, off the steering box, and we were absolutely flogging it with a sledgehammer, and it's still wasn't coming out, but it ended up it came out. So instead of heating it or bashing the thread at the top, or yeah, had a bloke teach me how to do that, and he said that's the best way to get them out, is to flog them there. So you just flog the shit out of them, and hopefully you don't burr it over or snap it. So I'm going to run this arm back to the workshop and measure it up, fit the new ball joints in there, and then I'll bring it back over with the stub and we'll start fitting all that up. That's my plan. So we'll take it back to the workshop and fit it all out on the bench at any rate. So yeah, so I've got this laid out on the bench now. So what I'm going to do, obviously I've got the old one here, so I'll measure, I reckon I'll measure from there to the thread, which is, yeah, you're roughly 100 mil. Then I'll measure from here, hopefully the tape will stay there, which it won't. Go on the top, no. Right, we're going to do it a different way. That's taking forever. So seeing we've got it on the bench, why don't we just like put that in the centre, like that. So see I've got the grease nipple roughly in the centre at the end of the bench. Then we can just put this on the bench, run that down, and now it falls off the bench. Run that down. What are we? 26.03. So we'll write that down. Yeah, and then we'll undo it all and we'll see how we go. One I just took out. My plan is I'll just get my ruler so then I can roughly set this one the same. So I'm just measuring from the center of the grease nipple there to sort of the edge of the nut. So it's like 697 mil. But then I have threaded that back a bit, haven't I? So yeah, we'll go in a bit more. So I reckon it'll be around that 100 mil mark. So we'll make that 100 mil. I reckon this one's about the same. This will be good, they'll be even then. So then they can go even either way. So what I'll do is I'll take this, I've got to run these nuts off because I need the nuts. And then we'll thread it all back in and hopefully it'll go together and we can grab the stub and put it in. Alright, so I've got a couple of, got the hub there. I've hit the outer races in and put the bearings in it. Just having a bit of trouble with the seal. It's not really playing the game, but might stick it on, it might do it, but we'll see. What have I got to do? I just got to put a split pin through the bottom of the crown nut here. I'll put on for that steer ram before I forget, because that will be no good. So we'll split pin that, and then I'll tighten those hydraulic fittings up before I forget that as well, because we'll have oil going everywhere. And then we'll put the hub on and then have a go at getting the tyre on. So, and then we might be able to move the damn thing. So that's the plan. So I got that on. I'll just turn this radio off. I'm just not overly happy with this seal at the back, but it's sort of, it's sealing, but not very well. So, well, it's sealing, but it's not fitting, if you guess what I'm saying. But I think we'll just keep an eye on it. If it becomes an issue, I'll try and get another one. But yeah, it looks alright at the moment. So I'll go and find a timber or something I can put a jack underneath there, because I reckon I'll probably be high enough. It's just I've got to try and get that big timber out, and I'm not driving it off, so I'll do it the proper way. So I've got a few blocks lying around, so I might just have a hunt around and see what I've got here. I brought a jack over, so I'll set that up now and then we'll put the wheel on. And hopefully I'll be able to just, let her all down on the tyre and away we go. Hit her up and run it over to the house, and then I can get all these belts tied up on her, and, well, not tied up, tightened up. Run it and, check all the oils again, saying that I've replaced all them. So I will go and endeavour to find a block somewhere and jack it up. Don't you hate when you put the jack down and it doesn't come out? So I'm going to have to chuck that big block back under. So what I'll do, I'll jack it up again and then shove that block under, and then we'll hopefully make our way down and get it down. And then hopefully the next video I'll take will be me driving it over to the shed. And it's steering and doing all the things that it should be. At least it's nice and shady under here. So I'll do that now, and then we should have a header with 4 wheels, which will be good. Oh well, she's on 4 wheels now. I finally got the jack out from underneath it, so I will run it over to the shed, and it can stay there tonight because I've had enough of it for today. Should start. I think I've picked up all the tools. I'll just have a bit of a walk around and make sure everything's in its right spot, which I think it is. So we'll hit her up and get it out of the way here. God, it's been annoying sitting there, so it'll be good to move it. So let's hope she starts. Oh yep, that's good, the key's there, so that means it's gonna hopefully start. Let's go. Oh, look at that. She's alive. Handbrake off. Driving forward. Steering. I'll just phase it. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Righto, we'll get it over to the shed. Oh, it's hot in here. Oh, no wonder. Got no vent. Oh. Let's hope we don't snap the other one. Well, I honestly think it might have been that ball joint, as I was saying. I'm not 100% sure on that, but yeah, I think that's what it might have been. Because apparently they usually drop off when you're going backwards. That's what I've heard, and I was going backwards and just about to go forwards, so yeah, bloody doing a shit show doing this, so I might have to get off this camera and do it. G'day. Yeah, so we're out carting this hay today. I had the old man doing a bit yesterday on his own, but we've got to move the tractor every time we I'd say he's bringing another tractor over here, plus the old tractor's rooted. It'll take forever to drive it anywhere, so we're just stacking it in the feedlot here at the moment, and then we'll move it another day once I get a bit of time, which is never. But yeah, upgrade the truck into Kenworth now. It's one of my neighbour's trucks. He's got a flat top, so I just flogged his whole truck and trailer. Said I'm taking it. Thank you. So yeah, we've got 4 loads here to do, and then we'll take it all back. And then yeah, so as you can see, I'm just stacking it in the feedlot, but I've got crop here. There's barley there, and I've got a little yard over in that paddock of canola, but obviously I can't get the truck into there to unload near the little yard to put the hay. So I said to Dad, we'll just stack it in the feedlot for now, and then if we get time in the next few weeks, I can just send him over here with a tractor, or me or someone on the weekend, and just transfer it around into the little yard. So that's the plan. So yeah, it's a bit of a slow process, but we'll get there. Yeah, the ryegrass has shot up in here, so yeah. So yeah, we're just loading up the last ones now. So we've only got 20 odd bales to load, and then we'll get them over to the yard, and then we're done. Then yeah, take the truck back and might start, yeah, I've got a couple of bearings to replace on the field bin, and then I actually got a tank for the little water unit, so get back and do that. And then I've got to feed sheep as well, so I haven't fed them for 2 or 3 days at least. So yeah, we'll get this done, and then yeah, it'll keep the old man out of trouble at any rate. So I'll probably have to, I sprayed this paddock when just before I cut it, so obviously it's died, but yeah, yeah, there's going to be a bit come up. See, there's a bit of clover coming through, and there's a bit of ryegrass as well. So I'll probably end up just putting a mob of sheep on it for now. I've got lambs over here, so I'll chuck them out near, and then I'll spray it later in the summer. That's all loaded up now, and I think the old man might just cart those two with him. I'd say we'll get going. So I've just been working on this bit of a fire trailer I'm making for harvest for myself. It's actually a job for myself, I know. So yeah, you would have seen I cut it out of like an old spray trailer. So yeah, it had no tank. And I've been trying to look for a tank. I wanted to put about a 2,000 litre tank on it, but to buy a new 2,000 litre tank's like $3 grand. So I actually found a tank in Stall. It's just a seconds one, but it's a bit small. It's only 1,200 litres, but it was pretty cheap. So, and it's new. It's just a seconds one. So I'm just gonna put that on there. It was either that or I was going to put a shuttle, and they're 1,000 litres, so this is 1,200, so it's a little bit bigger. So yeah, that's my plan at any rate. Well, at least this one will have baffles in it and stuff. So, where am I at? I'll get back in the shed. So I've got to cut these old stubs off, because apparently they're American size bearings or hubs, or they're just completely and utter junk, I think. So I'm just going to get the gas, blow them off, and then my plan is I've got new stubs here. I've got 4 of these, so I'm just going to simply turn it over, weld that exactly where that one was, and that's going to be it. So I'll just run a 3-1 fillet either side of that, and it shouldn't break off, hopefully. If it does, well, I'll weld it back on. So my plan is now to, I'll gas these off, and then I'll get it off the trestles, take it out the shed and flip it over, and then I'll bring it back in and weld all that stuff on it while it's upside down. Then I'll turn it back up the other way, and then I'll sort of mount all the tank and the pump, because I had to weld this extra bit of stuff in here. It used to be right up here, where I brought that back. So now the tank's going to sit there and on these here. Yeah, so that's where we're at. And then I was thinking what I'll do for today, I'll get the tank mounted and the pump, and then I'll get everything pretty much ready to go, so I'll just go put the hubs on, and then I'll do all this later, because I don't know whether I've got to build it up or not to get it sort of level with the ute. So that's my plan at any rate, and then it'll be good to get it done and out of the shed. So yeah, I'll dock these hubs off now. So I've got that docked off now. Now I'll take her out and I'll flip it over, and then I can, it just makes it easier to weld on the back side then, have it up on the stand, and yeah, we'll do that now, and then we're nearly done. Well, yeah, it's getting closer anyway. I've just got to wait for the hubs. So yeah, we get to the point where I can put wheels on it, that'll be good. So yeah, we've got the kettle boiled now. So yeah, this is what I sort of do. I'll just shove the hose in here. So this is my way to do it. Make sure you put the hose clamp on first. Open the lid, shove the pipe in there, just cook it for a while. That should be enough, hopefully. Then get your fitting, and it should just go on there nice and easy. Oh, unless you slip, but yeah, and it's on. And get your clamp and do it up. That's the best way to do it, I feel. Oof, black water going everywhere. So yeah, we're going to do this up now, and then I'll make up the correct size hoses that I need, and we'll go from there. That's the suction hose. See, I've left it. I've put like a loop in it just so. I was thinking I could just go from there straight in, but I think it'll be just a pain in the ass because it might, shrink or something might happen. So I just thought I'd have an extra length, so then you can just bend it around, put it in, easy done. Then all I've really got to do is put the inch line on now for the fire hose and make a little fire reel, like a reel to hold the hose reel sort of thing, and we'll go from there.